My name's Koji Tateno, 29. I work for a sales agency. I was told that a major Italian department store is going to hold an exhibition of Japanese products. So, I'm here on a business trip to Italy to sell a product called Samurai Manju globally.
I believe there is a shopping mall around the next corner.
And this cool and beautiful lady walking next to me is my boss, Chiaki Kawanishi. She's a famous person in the company as the youngest and most beautiful section manager. She's also my former mentor when I was a newbie. We work together on sales most of the time. And it is said that, if we succeed in this major deal, she will rise to an even higher rank. I, as a subordinate, am honestly very happy to see her get a promotion. And that was when we were walking to her destination. Here in Italy, we had an impossible reunion.
We really are invincible, aren't we? Wait, isn't that Koji? Koji Tateno?
Huh? Renge? Renge Tachibana, my ex in college. She confessed to me because I seemed to have a promising future. But she dumped me saying I was too plain and boring. Of course, I didn't want to see her again.
Oh, Tsukasa, it's that poor ex I was talking about. Odd coincidence, isn't it?
Oh, so you were the poor ex who was so boring and poor. Nice to meet you. I'm Tsukasa. I've heard about you. That you're poor and boring.
Let me introduce you. He is my dear husband, Tsukasa. He's rich. Unlike you, he has a lot of money. I'm so glad I married him. Oh, you're wearing a suit, so maybe... You're slaving for a bottom-ranked company?
Seriously? Whoa, what a loser. We're on our honeymoon in style.
It's before the wedding, but when I said I couldn't wait till then, he said we could go on 2 honeymoons, before and after the wedding.
Renge, you were right to break up with this guy. You would have been living on a part-time job right now and whining about it.
Hey, you guys.
They say whatever they want. I didn't want to get the chief involved, so I interrupted her, and we walked away from them.
You've come a long way. I'm Natalie. I'm in charge of selecting the merchandise for your event.
Our destination was just around the corner, and we made it in time for the appointment. Right now, I'm in the middle of meeting with my sales partner. We were actually speaking in Italian, but in this manga, it's in English.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kawanishi of Love Koi Trading. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us. I'm sorry to rush you, but could you get on with your presentation? Time is money, right? That's for sure. Well, let me explain about Samurai Manju then.
And a few hours later.
So this Samurai Manju, I haven't been excited in a really long time. Thank you, Natalie. This product was great, so I could present about it with a lot of fun. I'm sure these Samurai Manjus are going to win everyone's hearts.
The presentation went well, and now we are having dinner with an impressed Natalie.
Now please drink this wine. It's from my aunt's winery. It's really delicious. It is a very mellow aroma.
After a few glasses of wine, Chief Kawanishi, perhaps from the fatigue of the day, began to get completely drunk.
Drink more, Koji! How can you not drink more of this delicious wine? Drink more!
Chief, you're drinking too much. We're going back to Japan tomorrow, so please don't get a hangover.
You're so serious and picky. Koji, be more manly. Oh dear, you're not acting like a samurai. I thought that Japanese men are quiet but manly. Not at all. His specialty is cooking and his hobbies playing the piano. Even today, his ex was making fun of him, but he didn't say anything back to her. Why didn't you talk back? When it comes to enemies, you need to show your samurai spirit! Attack! Slash!
Hey, Chief! And even you, Natalie!
Koji! Koji. Let's go to one more pub.
Chifa's still drunk even after partying with Natalie. I do my best to hold her back so she doesn't get pickpocketed. No, we're going back to the hotel. We have an early day tomorrow.
I don't want to. No.
Oh, please. A week later, we were living our daily life in Japan, having successfully completed the job. She doesn't remember getting drunk. I guess that's how happy she was. Hey, Tateno! We're in trouble! My colleague Sagawa rushed to my desk in a panic. Apparently, someone got injured at the factory of Samurai Manju, and production can't be completed in time. If the event fails now, that overseas business trip was for nothing. In other words, Chief Kawanishi's efforts would go in vain. No way. She was so happy though. I'm sorry to bother you, but I heard that someone was injured and you won't be able to make it in time. I couldn't stand still, so I came directly to the confectionery shop where the product was being made. Mr. Tateno, I am very sorry. My wife and I are working on the production, but we can't seem to make it in time. I see. If you don't mind, how about if I help you? Well, what do you mean by that? Actually, I used to work at a Japanese restaurant, so I can make all kinds of Japanese sweets. I thought I might be able to help you. Of course, if you don't want to teach outsiders, I can just help you with the parts that you're comfortable with. Really? That would be very helpful. But is that okay? Of course. I'll take a paid leave from my company. Let's make the event a success. Yes, thank you. Thank you. In the end, thanks to 3 days and 3 nights of my help, we managed to make and ship the products on time. I even became friends with Kamiya-san. To an extent, he even started complaining about his son to me.
Tateno-kun, Sagawa-kun told me. I heard you helped out to make the production on time?
Yes, that's right. I did my best.
Why didn't you report it? You had us worried.
I had told my colleagues, but apparently, Chief was worried because I suddenly took a paid leave. I'm sorry.
But thanks to your hard work, this project is going to be a success. But I haven't forgiven you for it yet. So, well, you'll have to come with me to dinner today.
Yes, ma'am. I was exhausted, but when I saw Chief Kawanishi's smile, it got blown away. I'm looking forward to the dinner. So, I was brought here.
I could finally come here.
We came to a famous yakitori chain. Looking at the order screen, her eyes twinkle.
20 grilled chicken thigh.
That's a lot of meat. By the way, I'm a big fan of grilled yams here. I'll limit myself to 3.
Tateno-kun, you're amazing. If it had been me, I honestly would have given up.
The chief muttered as the sake was served and we toasted. Of course, I wanted to prevent Natalie from cutting ties with us, but I couldn't stand the thought of all your hard work going to waste. You put a lot of effort into that business trip, didn't you? I didn't want that effort to go to waste.
Tateno-kun, thank you. I take back my previous comment about you not being manly. It's my treat today, so go ahead and drink and eat.
Oh no! Well, okay. Thank you very much. And just when we were in a good mood. To my surprise, I received a call from Renge. I have a very bad feeling about this.
You can take that call, you know. What's wrong?
It's that ex we met in Italy. She hasn't called me since we broke up, so I don't know what she wants.
Oh, that rude girl? Why don't you pick up for now? Maybe it's something important?
Yes, sure.
Oh, hello, Koji! Thank goodness your number hasn't changed.
I answered the call fearfully. She sounded as energetic as ever. It doesn't sound like anything serious. What is it all of a sudden? What do you want?
Well, I had completely forgotten about you until the other day. But for some reason, I ran into you again in Italy, right? During my elegant honeymoon. While you were slaving away.
I don't know why I dated this girl even for a nanosecond. And then, after mocking me, she finally got to the point. She wanted me to attend her wedding.
I'll send you an invitation, so make sure you reply. I won't accept a congratulatory gift from a poor person. I'll just share with you the happiness you can't even hope to experience.
No,
I'll be looking forward to seeing you. What was it about? Your face looked dead all along.
Well, I told her I had been invited to a wedding. I was not gonna go, but...
Well, I'll go with you. Tell them to send an invitation to me too, because I'd love to celebrate.
What? So, 6 months later, on the day of the wedding, for some reason, I was at my ex's wedding reception with the section chief.
Why are you acting so suspicious? Why don't you act more tough?
Well, I didn't really think you would be here too.
Because I want to give a lesson to that ex of yours. I got the invitation, so there's no problem, right?
Well, sure, but... Apparently, the chief really wants to teach her a lesson.
Oh, Mr. Corporate Slave, you're really here.
Are you having fun?
Just as the party was getting into full swing, the bride and groom came to our seats. Thanks for the invite. Congratulations on your marriage.
I didn't think you would really come. Did you want a share of our happiness that badly?
Maybe you were interested in seeing a rich man's wedding. Such a feast, you can't afford it, can you?
I thought this before, but they're so perfectly in sync. Even their expressions are the same.
Well, well, well. Thank you for inviting me too. Look who's here! Are you not the eccentric one who really wanted to congratulate us?
Oh, so it's you! You used to slave away in Italy with him, right? It's a waste for beautiful women like you. But there's nothing wrong. If you're a woman, it doesn't matter where you work, as long as you're pretty. But men are different. It's fatal for men to be poor, you know? You're a loser, poor guy.
Oh, that's great. I knew it was worth coming here today.
The section chief has a very nice smile from earlier. I know very well that this means she's very angry.
I see that Mr. Winner has a great sense of humor and is able to say condescending things about people without regard to manners, even at your wedding. I've learned that you have an incredibly unique personality.
What?
And finally she said it. Oh dear.
Oh, what's the matter with you? I went to the trouble of inviting you and you're so cocky. Oh, I'm sorry. We belong to a bottom-feeding company, so we don't know much about manners. I was just trying to imitate you two, the elites. I thought that disregarding manners and disrespecting others was your way of being polite. Was I wrong?
When she comes to this, she won't stop. After all, she became the youngest section chief in a meritocratic company. By the way, I'm attempting to stop her with my glances, but they're being ignored. Well, this is a wedding, so let's leave it at that, okay? I try to intercede, thinking that if they made more noise, the guests around us would notice, but it had the opposite effect.
Shut up, you bottom feeder!
You're the one who brought her here in the first place, right? Why are you acting like it's not your fault? This is why I don't like people at the bottom of the pyramid. You're not even attractive or capable as a man.
Tateno-san? Oh, it's Tateno-san after all. Thank you for all your help. Oh, Kamiya-san? Just when I was thinking what to do, Mr. and Mrs. Kamiya came to me.
What? You know him?
They are my dear client. Well. I never expected to meet you here. What are the odds?
I was about to ask why, but I just realized the groom's last name is Kamiya. No way.
Father, Mother, could you possibly be acquainted with this guy?
What a surprise! They were the parents of this Kawakami. I told you a while ago that one of our employees was injured, right? It was Tateno-san who helped us at the time. If it weren't for him, our company would have lost a lot of money.
I see. You're from that confectionery company. Thank you very much for your help. My name is Kawanishi, Tateno's boss. Oh, so you are Kawanishi-san. I've heard about you from Tateno-san. I hear that you're very virtuous and a capable lady. Oh no, I'm flattered.
Watching this exchange, I guess he found out that it was not a lie, and the groom exclaimed with a very pale face.
You can't be serious. Such a bottom-feeding corporate slave works with my parents?
Hey, what a rude thing to say. I overheard a little earlier, but what's with that attitude of yours? And what a thing to say to Tateno-san, who saved us! I see once again that you can only judge people by their looks, and can only look down on them. It seems I brought you up the wrong way.
Oh, sir, but Koji-kun indeed belongs to a bottom-feeding company, you know? And his personal life is boring, too.
There's no rank for a company, and he's just serious about work. You both don't see through him for what he really is. He's an excellent man who works steadily and never gives up at any point. Kamiya-san.
That's right, you've said it well. Mr. Kamiya, you know him very well, don't you? He is not what you would call an elite, but he is a manly man with samurai spirit, who is kinder than anyone else and will not give up for the sake of others. He is a man among men. I am proud of him and respect his attitude towards his work.
Oh yes, that's right. You know what you're talking about. Now that you know that, apologize to him for your past behavior.
Why do I have to do that? To this kind of guy?
It's our wedding today. Rather, we are to be apologized for their rudeness.
That's right. No matter what you say, I'm the star of the show today.
I see. Then we will not pay you a single cent from now on. We are ashamed that we raised you in such a manner.
You're right. You'll have to pay for this wedding yourselves, alright?
Huh? You're lying, right? Dad, don't joke around. Oh, seriously?
Well, but it's okay, right? Tsukasa, you are rich.
I have to check the balance on my credit card.
What? Isn't this a consumer loan company? Let me see.
Oh, this is... no!
1, 10, 100? What? What's this amount?
Sorry, actually, I'm in a bit of debt, but I'm thinking of working hard to pay it back.
How are you going to pay back such a sum of money when you're not even working? You told me you were rich, but you lied to me. I'm divorcing you, not a debt-drowned guy like you.
Oh, whoa.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, Koji, for inviting you to such a wedding. So if you don't mind, can you tell me again how you're doing at work?
What?
I won't let you talk to him. He's mine. I won't give him to someone like you who doesn't know what he's good for.
Chief? And the wedding banquet was cancelled. The Kamiyas immediately disowned their son and apologized profusely to us. However, their samurai manju became a big success in Europe, and we continued to have a good business relationship. It seems that Rengen and Tsukasa got back together after all, but rumor has it that they are working part-time to pay off their debts. Thank you for your hard work! And after successfully completing the event, Chief Kawanishi was promoted and got transferred to the head office. Now that the celebration party is over, Chief Kawanishi and I are walking to the station.
You look kind of sad, don't you? Aren't you happy about my promotion? But actually, I'm not so happy about it either.
What?
If I work at the head office, I won't be able to go on business trips with you anymore. I won't be able to work as hard as I used to. I'll have to carry more responsibilities too. So that was the last time we could work as a team, hey?
Yes, I guess so.
Thank you for everything. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Chief Kawanishi, please wait a moment. I was remembering Natalie's words at that point.
Samurai spirit attack!
Chief Kawanishi, I've always loved you. Please go out with me.
You finally said it. I'm so happy. I love you too. I look forward to staying by your side.
Thus, Chief Kawanishi and I became lovers. You don't have to live a flashy life, but if you move forward steadily, you can find happiness in your life.
I'm a trainee of Team Love Koi. Today, I'd like to get you all ready to meet my senpais.
The music started to play, and the girls on the stage started to sing. They were still a little clumsy, but she's beautiful. Now that I think about it, I might have fallen for her at first sight. But after that, I wouldn't see her on the stage again. What? The one shouting in surprise is me, Fuga Nebukawa. I'm 26, working at a manufacturing company. Why am I surprised?
I'm Ayaka Kobuchi. There's a lot I don't know, so I hope you all can teach me.
Because the girl from that day was in front of me.
What? I'm embarrassed. That was the only time I ever got on stage.
2 years later, I had trained her and we got closer. No, I'm serious. I knew I was going to be an Ayaka stan for sure.
So, how do you feel about winning her over after her dreams fell apart and making her your girlfriend?
I feel great! That's right. Last winter, I asked her out and we started dating. I'm home! Our company, Lovekoi Daishoji Industrial Tech, makes industrial machines. Ayaka and I work in the planning division. We go out to collect information as well. Today, we had gone out to order catalogs for an exhibition, but when we got back, hey, let's go out for dinner. A man was talking to Ayaka.
I have a boyfriend, so I'll decline.
Don't say that. Come on, I know a good place. I'll treat you. He was obviously rejected, but didn't give up. This was Anzen Kurami. He just started his job in sales yesterday. Hey!
Oh, Fuga-san!
She seemed relieved to see me and hid behind me. Ayaka-san is my girlfriend. Stop bothering her. Huh? What? You're the boyfriend? Whoa, that doesn't add up. You're Nebukawa-san from planning, right? For her sake. Hold up. The name is Musashi Daishoji. I sit with the board members as the managing director of this company. It was the son of the CEO of this company, Managing Director Daishoji. You're on the clock. Please withhold your chit-chat and fights. However, if you must defeat the handsome man before you.
Handsome?
Ugh, I'm bored. I'm getting back to work. Once Kurami left, Daishoji laughed happily. Huh, this is what happens when the handsome man enters. Go forth with your office romances, but don't fight each other.
Okay.
Ayaka was taken aback. This man had a good heart, but he wasn't well liked because of the way he acted. So, sir? That outfit. You say we're on the clock, but what are you wearing? Huh, I'm glad you asked. We're going on a work trip.
A work trip?
Exactly. Destination? Northern Europe. Finland. After work, I went to my local sauna. It's been a hobby of mine since I started working. It improves blood flow and has stress-relieving benefits. Finland? Was it Northern Europe where saunas are from? That's nice. Team 1 is the planning team. Sales and me. Get your passport ready. You don't need a visa, so just your passport. Wait, Finland? The next day, I woke up early and called someone.
Hey, Fuga. Good evening. Wait, it's morning over there, so good morning?
Her name was Katarina Westby. A year ago, she had come in for research development. She was going to sell in Europe, so she came to Japan to study and we became friends.
You're coming here for the work trip. Musashi too, I'm looking forward to it.
Apparently, this work trip was partially planned to go see the company we set up in Finland. It was my first time going abroad, so I had to apply for a passport. Time passed quickly. Hey, are you free tomorrow? If you are free, wanna go for a drive?
No! I told you I have plans with Fuga-san, so I can't.
Who cares about that guy? You're too good for him. Hey, stop it! As always, Kurami was trying to flirt with Ayaka.
I can only relax on the weekends.
Right? The next day, we tried to go on our usual date, but we started talking about work and it made us exhausted.
But you're the one that got me. I'll be sure to let you know when I'm going to betray you.
Hey!
So, until then, just trust me no matter what.
Ayaka Kobuchi smiled widely. 3 months later, it was the day of our work trip. My first time overseas. I'm getting nervous. I'm not good at English.
It's okay. You can always use your phone.
Anzen Kurami clicked his tongue as he watched us. 10 hours after leaving Japan, we arrived at the Helsinki-Vantaa airport. A man lets his actions speak. Everyone, you can't go wrong if you just follow after my handsome back.
Wait! Musashi, that's the wrong way.
Whoa! I guess you can go wrong. The one who called out to us was...
I'm Katarina Westby. Hello to those I haven't seen in a while, and those I've never met before.
Wait, why are you petting me?
Oh, you're handsome and cute as always.
Yeah, you know me well. It was her guide. She's been close with Daishoji ever since she came to Japan. Whoa! We got on a bus from the airport, and we couldn't help but voice our surprise at our destination.
I booked a hotel where you can see the Baltic Sea. Take it easy today. Wow! The ocean is so clear! The hotel has baths and saunas. Oh, also, they're co-ed, so be careful. But the saunas are different from Japan, so please try out Finland's original saunas.
However, her face went blank, and she warned us.
This is not Japan. Sexual assault, pickpocketing, mugging, skimming, etc. There are a lot of Japanese tourists who fall victim to these. If you let them, it will happen to you. So please be careful. I don't want to scare you, but it's for everyone's safety. I'll show you around our office tomorrow. So rest well today.
We walked around the hotel and enjoyed one of the restaurants. Before we knew it, it was nighttime. The sauna was nice. It was more humid than the ones in Japan. Like you're slowly getting steamed.
Huh? Maybe I'll go tomorrow. Oh, but they're co-ed, right?
Yeah, you might want to check that there's no one in there. The temperature outside was -10 degrees Celsius. Snow was falling. It made the heat of the sauna feel even better.
You can see the northern lights in Finland, right?
Apparently. But Espoo is on the south side, so it's rare to see them. We looked up at the snowy sky from the bar window. Unfortunately, our cozy conversation came to an end. We start early tomorrow, so let's go to bed. It was right when I stood up. My body got caught on the table, and wine spilled on her clothes. So sorry, are you okay?
Fuga! Look what you've done! This is my favorite outfit!
I'm sorry. Here, let's wipe it.
Oh, don't you get it? This is... Never mind. Idiot!
Huh? The way she said it got to me. After that, we got into our first huge fight. The next day, the snow had stopped and Katerina came. Huh. We were facing opposite directions. The fight was still on.
Did something happen between you two?
Apparently they had a huge fight. Ho ho ho! Is this what they call an opportunity?
This is our office.
We arrived at a spacious, comfortable office. It was bigger and more stylish than the one in Japan.
Here, here, Musashi. Please give a statement as the representative of Japan's headquarters.
I must do this right. Musashi stood in front of everyone and struck a pose. The name is Musashi Daishoji. Lavkoi Daishoji Industrial Techs. No, Lavkoi is #1 eligible bachelor. Our Finland team members, you all have worked hard since this company was built. I will be the president soon. Come with me, charm and all. I did it. The Japanese members were at a loss for words at his speech.
Musashi! Excellent speech. I almost cried as I was translating it for them.
What? The Finland members were clapping for Musashi with relaxed expressions. I heard later that Finnish people were responsible and humble. They had a similar vibe to Japanese people. More than anything, they seem open-minded, and they value individuality. We all ate together and enjoyed the snowy cityscape. However, we were still at it. Hey, we have free time after this. Let's talk.
Sure. That sounds like a good idea.
Wait, really? Let's do the restaurant and the hotel. I'll pay.
Okay, but no alcohol.
Feelings are messy. I could only listen to their conversation behind me. Whoa, there's a sad ghost in our room. I was feeling bad and crying by myself when the coworker I shared a room with came back. 2 hours later, my coworker was trying to cheer me up. And what do you want to do? Just because you fought doesn't mean you hate her, right? I want to make up. Then, no matter how it started, the man should apologize. Don't get emotional and talk about it. Then, you can make up. I've been given up on by countless women. I know my stuff. Okay. I headed to the sauna. I wanted to sort out my feelings. What was I doing? I was thrown off by her first fight, but I wanted to make up. I'm her OG fan, and I like her. Huh? I took off my clothes, showered, and entered the sauna. I saw Ayaka and Anzen Kurami. Hello? Oh man, we were having fun, so don't bother us.
No! I was in here alone and Kurami-san came in after.
Don't panic. We talked about how you were gonna break things off tomorrow and start going out.
That's definitely not.
I closed the door and went to the changing room. What was that? Damn it! Why am I here right now? My legs, my body's shaking. What is this weird feeling?
Fuga! Wait, listen,
Hold up! Why are you chasing after that guy now? Ayaka ran out of the sauna and ran straight towards me.
So until then, just trust me no matter what.
In that moment, something I heard before ran through my mind. Ugh. I'm so dumb. Ugh. I hugged her as she ran into me and looked at the man in front of me. Ayaka is my girlfriend. I won't let anyone take her from me. I like Ayaka, and the only person she likes is me. Do you have something to say to that?
Fuga! Thank you.
After that, we changed and headed to the lobby. I wanted to talk to her. He was glaring. Kurami gave us quite the look when we left. He just couldn't let it go with Ayaka.
Yeah, sorry for everything. I promise nothing happened with Kurami-san.
Yeah, I know. You told me to trust you no matter what, right? You said you'll let me know when you'll betray me. So, I trusted you. I could trust you. That moment, in the changing room, I had remembered her words and her face.
Fuga-san.
Also, sorry about the fight. You might get mad again, but I didn't know why you got angry. Can you tell me why?
They were the clothes I was wearing when you said you liked me.
Oh, I remembered. The clothes she was wearing were the ones she wore on the day I confessed my feelings to her.
You wouldn't know because it was special to just me. So sorry. I was wrong for getting angry without explaining myself. Can we make up?
Of course. That's how we made up. We smiled at each other. On the other hand, Anzen looked annoyed as he walked the hallways. Damn it, so annoying. Why does she like that guy? It's weird. Huh? Is that Nebukawa's roommate? I have an idea. The next day, we couldn't see any northern lights or go to the Santa Claus village, but we went to some other spots. We were about to go back to Japan when it happened. My passport is gone. Did you look for it? In your bag, your pockets. Do you remember when you last had it? I saw it yesterday noon. It was in my bag. What should I do? Calm down. I'll call Katerina right now. First, we submit a report to the police. Then, the Japanese consulate. Relax, you'll be able to go home. But, we can't get everyone else mixed up. And it's already the afternoon. You might need this. Daishoji took some bills out of his wallet and handed them to me. Sir, I'm sure you'll be anxious staying alone. Can anyone stay with him?
Yes, sir. I'll stay.
As soon as he asked, Ayaka raised her voice. At the same time, Musashi winked at me mischievously. That's why he asked everyone. Damn it, stupid Musashi. We waited for Katerina and went to the police. Once we finished with that, it was dark and snowy.
Tomorrow morning, we can call the Japanese consulate. You can stay at my place today.
We ended up going over to her house. I felt like I was doing a homestay.
Oh, it's so warm. I guess it's just super cold outside. Make yourselves at home. Oh, you guys, it's cold, but step outside.
Meanwhile, our coworkers were on a plane to Japan. Damn it, I was gonna drop it on the way back to Japan. And I'm seated next to Musashi. So annoying. So annoying. Annoying. When I'm back, I'm gonna go to Yuri-chan's place. I hope this gift is okay for the manager. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Anzen stood up, and he didn't notice something falling out of his pocket. Hey, your passport fell out. I'll just give it to him when he comes back. Huh? This is... When he returned, Musashi showed him my passport. This is Nebukawa-kun's passport. Why do you have it? Huh? That's weird. Maybe it got mixed in. How do you get someone's passport mixed into your pocket? I guess he was gonna just throw it away somewhere when he got to Japan. While Kurami was being yelled at, we stood side by side and looked up at the sky. This is amazing.
Yeah.
We were overwhelmed by the curtains of light up in the sky. We couldn't speak properly. We fought. Bad things happened. We made up. And we found ourselves holding hands as we watched the scene above us. So, after all that, when Ayaka and I go back to Japan, there were 2 open seats.
The two of them were ordered to work from home for now.
Kurami and my roommate. Apparently, Kurami half-threatened him to get into our room.
Either way, he aided a theft. Kurami-san will be fired. They're not sure what to do with the other guy.
I found out later that Kurami was actually a fan that had fallen for Ayaka at her concert. After that, Kurami was fired and arrested. My roommate will be the star of the next episode. Wait, what am I saying? So, if it weren't for romance, we might have gotten close. Unfortunately, he got what he deserved. Musashi was at his regular restaurant, talking to a woman. And Katarina-kun, I'm glad you're back in Japan to study, but don't get so close.
No, thank you. I will have you. Musashi is handsome. That is my truth.
Those two would get married later, but that's down the line. As for now, the woman Daishoji likes was congratulating him, and he was sad about it. Finally, we got married a year and a half later.
Hey, do you remember the work trip where we saw the Northern Lights?
Yeah, we fought for the first time, and I decided to trust you. Since then, and from now on.
Just like you trust me. I'll trust you for the rest of my life.
At first, I was just a fan. Maybe I was idolizing her. But now, we stood before each other as partners who trusted one another. My name's Mamoru Tomine. I'm currently in sales. I'll be 27 this year. I like to watch movies and plays. I had a solo watch party last night, and I'm a little sleep deprived. Last night's movie was so good. Let me go watch the next one in theaters. I swallowed an oncoming yawn, and was about to sit at my desk in high spirits. You look tired right out the weekend. It's so obvious you're trying not to yawn. What? How did you know? You're amazing. Shut up. You should quit if you aren't gonna try. It's annoying. You're tough as always. I'm doing my job, right? This is Go Katsuki. He came in at the same time as me, and he's in sales too. He's good looking, but, unfortunately, he has a mouth on him. I'm sure you were watching low-quality movies through the night, and now you're sleep deprived and don't want to work. I can't deal. I told you I'm doing my job, right? You're quite informed on my life, aren't you? Huh? You wanna fight? I'm trying to tell you that having someone like you around is bringing everyone else down. He always comes at me like this. He says rude things, and it's usually a pointless exchange. Of course, we're in the office, so it's an unspoken rule that we speak quietly. But we're not close at all. You guys look happy this morning. Oh, sir, good morning. I'm not happy around this guy. Katsuki-kun, you're worse. It's okay, Tomina-kun. I don't mind. Mr. Yokoto fit the description of a kind silver fox. He was always kind to his subordinates, and he checked in with me often. Tomina-kun, can I have a word? I was called over, so I went to Mr. Yokoto's desk. Actually, I was thinking of sending you on a business trip. I asked you last time, so I tried Katsuki-kun, but it was a no. I had just gone on a business trip about 2 months ago. Mr. Yokoto looked sorry. You worked hard during the last trip. I'm expecting great things from you. I was happy for the compliments from Mr. Yokoto, and agreed eagerly. If it's okay with you, I'll gladly go on this trip. Okay, phew, I'm glad. I knew you would accept. Then, Mr. Yokoto's handsome face came close to mine, and he whispered in my ear. You don't seem to get along with Katsuki-kun, so I think you need this time away, right? Mr. Yokoto, thank you for caring about me so much. I'll bring back good results. That's it. You can contact me if you ever need anything. It'll be a month-long trip again. The company will make arrangements for a monthly apartment. Yes, sir. Thank you. Huh? What's wrong, Katsuki-kun? You're staring at Mr. Yokoto. Heh, it's nothing. It feels good to be rid of the slowpoke. Good luck out there. Thank you, Katsuki-kun. Take care of this place while I'm gone. Don't act like you're giving orders to me. Jeez, you're too loud. I'm also happy I get to work away from you. What? Get over yourself. You guys really are close. While Katsuki-kun was coming at me like a mad dog, Mr. Yokota went back to his work. Yeah, he's a handful for sure. I hope he doesn't do anything to Tomina-kun. So, I'm on my business trip now. I'm about to go home after a day's work. Countryside air is so relaxing. I wonder if mom is doing well. I was a fresh graduate during the employment crisis. I don't remember now how many times I took an employment exam. While most companies rejected me, my current company was the one that accepted me. I re-evaluated myself then, and Huh? Did someone drop this? I feel like it came out of that person's bag. They look like they're in a hurry. Maybe if I run. I picked it up and ran after the person who ran past me. Excuse me, you dropped this.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Did you pick it up?
Yes, you looked busy, so I didn't know if I should.
Oh, thank you. This is really important to me.
Is that so? I'm glad I got you in time. What? With a strange sound effect, I found myself in a handshake.
Do you have time after this?
I was just about to go home. Whoa! What?
Let me thank you.
With her hand holding mine, she started to run again. You're not gonna let me say no, huh? Wait, just a sec.
Talk later. If we don't hurry, you'll be swallowed up by the Earth God and buried in the dirt.
What kind of sci-fi? I was partially forced to come with her to a quiet traditional cafe. The girl was drinking her fruit juice happily. Apparently, her name is Chika Muso. She was running because this cafe was about to close orders.
I love this retro little cafe, so I come here often.
Chika-chan comes here a lot, in between her auditions. Auditions?
Oh, I want to be a stage actor. I'm doing a bunch of auditions.
A stage actor? Whoa, that's so cool.
Nah, it's nothing yet. But I love to act. I can be a bunch of different people on stage.
When I revealed that I also like plays and movies, she happily spoke about her feelings for the stage. She's great, going straight toward her dreams. The thing I had stored in my heart and tried to forget. When I look at Muso-san, I could feel it knocking on me from the inside.
Tomine-san, are you okay?
Oh, sorry. I'm okay. I was just listening to you. Muso-san, good luck. I'm rooting for you.
Tomine-san, thank you.
The thing I had picked up earlier was a good luck charm from her mom for auditions. She thanked me many times for picking it up, and I felt glad that I had done it. We talked aimlessly for a while and went out our separate ways. 2 weeks later. Huh? It's from the office. What is it? Hello, this is Tomine. Shut up. You were the one that called me? It was Katsuki-kun. I was getting good at the comebacks. What's up? It's not like you to call. Just to confirm, did you report to the office that you got a contract yesterday? What? I talked to Mr. Yokota over the phone yesterday and he reported it. Did something happen?
Oh, I knew it. That's all me.
Why?
Shut up. Huh, you can take a joke. Why would I need your record? Bye.
What? That's it? There was a random confirmation of facts, and then he hung up. Katsuki-kun, he wouldn't try to take my results, right? That prideful Katsuki-kun wouldn't do that. Or so I thought.
Help me!
I heard a faint scream and a loud sound from next door. The room I'm in is in the monthly apartment. The person next door had left when I came, and today there was a cleaning in progress sign on the door. Maybe the cleaning person is in trouble. I was concerned about the scream and hesitantly went to see. Are you okay? When I looked, the cleaning lady was standing in shock.
you? Tomine-san?
What? Why do you... Wait, are you Muso-san? I was shocked. The sweaty, frazzled woman in front of me was the Muso-san I had met the other day.
I'm so sorry. You saved me.
After hearing her out, I put on the AC filter and light covers for Muso-san. This place was owned by Love Palace, a famous real estate company. Muso-san's job was to clean empty rooms by a deadline. It's nothing. You're small, so it must be hard to clean places with high ceilings.
But it's my job. I'll bring a step stool next time. I'm sorry to have you do it today.
After that, I had asked Muso-san out to dinner and let her use my shower. She always carried clothes to change into, so now she looked like the Muso-san I had met.
I was surprised. I knew you were on a business trip, but I didn't know you lived here.
My company prepared a place for me. I'm here for a month. Why are you doing the cleaning job?
You can have a dream, but you need to live too.
You're totally right. It seems like Muso-san was working as a cleaner as she tried to become a stage actor.
I tried a lot of different part-time jobs, but this job fits me the best. If there's an audition, I want to go for it. But I can't have a bunch of holes in my schedule, right? This job is hard, but I can do it whenever I want as long as I finish by the deadline. I prioritize my auditions and somehow find time to clean. That's how my life looks.
I see. You're amazing. I put away my dreams a long time ago. I had a dream too. When I was looking for a job, I had done a bunch of self-analysis. When it came time to choose my life, was this really okay? Could I do this? I thought these things. I didn't think I had given up my dreams. Just put them away for a while. I chose an ordinary life. This job was hard, but it feels worthwhile. It has a good salary. I told myself this was good.
Tomine-san.
I only put it away, so it knocks on me from the inside sometimes. Like, have you forgotten me? Just like that. Especially when I see people like you going after their dreams. Sorry for the weird story. Forget about it. I got embarrassed and tried to play it off, but Muso-san put her chopsticks down to look at me.
Tomine-san, when I'm cleaning, I think about a lot of things. What did the people who lived here think about? Every person has the life they live. There is no right answer. But I don't think you should ignore the knocking in your heart. I believe in the way that I live. Listen to your heart and live for your dreams. So, it doesn't matter what life you choose. Just listen to the voice in your heart.
At Muso-san's words, The last day of the business trip. When I got to the station, Muso-san came to see me off.
Will I see you again?
I'm sure you will. If I find a play you're in, I'll definitely go. We didn't exchange contacts. There was never a good moment. But that was an excuse. I just didn't have the courage. Stay healthy. Thank you, Muso-san.
You too. Thank you. See you!
I gazed at the scenery from the window and smiled. Okay. This past month in an unfamiliar land went by in an instant. I couldn't imagine a more concentrated month in these past few years. That was how impactful it was. I'm so glad I met Muso-san, I thought as I closed my eyes. I arrived at my workplace for the first time in a while. When I stepped into the office...
No way!
What? A loud voice that wasn't appropriate for an office. I knew instantly that it was Katsuki-kun. But I had never seen him raise his voice at anyone but me. Good morning. Did something happen? I asked a woman cowering nearby.
Tomine-kun, Katsuki-kun. Katsuki-kun? Katsuki-kun was shouting at Mr. Yokoto that he took credit for his...
What? Took credit? I'm gonna go see what's going on. Don't yell, Katsuki-kun. What are you angry about? Huh? You're taking credit from someone. Just because you're higher up doesn't mean you can. Wait, Katsuki-kun, what are you doing? Calm down. Huh? Tomine? You're back. Yeah, I'm back from today, but what's going on? Hey, Tomine-kun. Good work. Thank you. Mr. Yokoto gave his usual breezy smile. Hey, Katsuki-kun, you always said nasty things to me, but you're not the type to say that stuff to the manager. You're right. Maybe with Tomine-kun gone, I became your next target? Sir, that's not it. He's not the type to do this without reason. Right, Katsuki-kun? We always argued, and he would insult me. But I had still been watching Katsuki-kun as a coworker. This guy took credit for your work. What? Katsuki-kun had been claiming that. Not his, but my credit had been taken from me. Wait, is that... I called you during the trip. The CEO was here, and I heard him give a false report that he had gotten this deal himself, like an elementary school kid. Without regard for his own position, Katsuki-kun was fighting for his claim. And... your achievements as subordinates are mine as a superior, right? The usual kind demeanor was gone. I felt a shiver run down at the insanity hidden beneath the surface. What are you moron? This was a deal that Tomine worked hard to get! I know that you played off his work as your own before too! This is why I didn't want you near Tomine-kun. Tomine-kun was easy to control, but I really don't like intuitive guys like you. You! Katsuki-kun, there's no need for you to do any more. Thank you for getting angry for me. It's not just for you. I knew this guy would keep stealing other people's credit. You're right. I agree that we need to clear things up. But I don't care about my achievements. It's for the company, because... Mr. Yokoto, can you process this? Is this a resignation letter? Yes, this is my choice. A result of meeting Chika-san on my business trip and listening to my heart again. I have something I want to do. I love movies. I love plays. I've always wanted to be a screenwriter. I appreciate the experiences I've had here. But, as Katsuki-kun says, I won't forgive you if you try to take your subordinates' things as your own. The office went silent. Those who had respected the manager before had on expressions of disdain. Then, don't copy me. What? Bam! Katsuki-kun slammed something down on the manager's desk. There was Katsuki-kun's resignation letter. Katsuki-kun? Why you too? Tomine, I wasn't asked you this whole time. I'm sorry. What? I was shocked by his sudden apology. Like that, Katsuki-kun left the office. Wait, Katsuki-kun, are you really quitting? Why? None of your business. Just, you made me realize. Katsuki-kun started speaking in a kind tone. I knew you had a dream, and that you were giving it up to be here. What?
What? You write screenplays?
It's just a hobby. I wanted to be a screenwriter before. What? What a taste! I want to see your scripts! No, I'm satisfied with my life now. I learned about your dream from that conversation. I saw myself in you, and got mad on my own. Maybe I'm the child. I thought about a lot while you were gone, that I would change my own life before I came for yours. I see. Katsuki-kun, you had a dream too. I won't tell you though. You don't have to. Katsuki-kun, thank you for earlier. For getting mad for me. I was just mad at you for giving up your dreams and living like you're okay with it. It wasn't like I hated you. I know. Katsuki-kun, let's do this together. Shut up. I won't lose. I won't either. I've always liked how cool you were.
Ew.
I decided to go on a separate path. Even though we would be apart, I laughed with Katsuki-kun that our encounter would be a big part of our lives. As for Mr. Yokoto, why? Why is everything falling apart without them? You guys, work harder. Contracts. Get me contracts. Risuke Yokoto. Sir, this is... You were using people more capable than you to make yourself look better than you are. I can't have someone like you in this important position any longer. What? Since he had whined to all the subordinates for contracts, his bad behavior had reached the CEO. Because of that, Risuke Yokoto's salary was decreased, and he lost his manager post. I don't have to tell you that Katsuki-kun and I were the ones that told the CEO about Risuke Yokoto's wrongdoings. Soon enough, Risuke Yokoto resigned from his job on his own. After that, he became depressed after his wife cheated on him, and he couldn't come back from it. Time passed. 5 years later.
Tomine-san! I missed you!
Whoa! Muso-san! Long time! I became a screenwriter for a production company. After an audition for the first script I worked on, I reunited with the heroine, Chika Muso, for the first time in 5 years. My personal feelings had nothing to do with Chika's audition, and her being chosen.
I realized after I saw you off that day that I didn't ask for your number. I sobbed in the station, you know?
What? Really? I'm sorry.
Nah. A director happened to see me cry like that and talk to me, and I became a stage actor.
Yay! I felt a smile form as I saw Muso-san's peace sign fingers.
Hey, Mr. Slowpoke.
Ugh! I turned around. It was the girl Katsuki I had fought with 5 years ago. Stop calling me that! Ultra President Katsuki!
How long are you gonna suck at dissing people?
My screenwriter debut was at the production company Katsuki-kun founded. Katsuki-kun had made his dream come true too. I had worked on the screenplay at Katsuki's company for a play that Chika starred in. It became a big hit that would be called a masterpiece.
Nice work, Mr. Tomine.
You complimented me. I had reunited with superstar Chika Muso thanks to this play, and now we're dating. But that'll be a secret for a while. I hadn't planned on giving up on my dreams, but I had stored it away. Enjoying the life you have, I don't think that would have been a bad life. But because I listened to my heart, I was able to have this kind of happiness. I've one life. How will you live it? I hope for plentiful happiness in your life and mine.
Hey, why are you at this park? You're weird and creepy.
My younger sister was made fun of by her peers. My parents both worked, so I always took care of her.
You idiots! I'll make you suffer! Yikes! Her brother is here! Run!
I scared the bullies away and protected my sister. Or so I thought.
What? Who are you?
The girl being bullied was a girl I didn't know.
Don't cry! What's your name? I'm Ryo. I live around here. Here, don't cry.
I wiped her tears with my handkerchief. The girl looked at me and smiled. I gave her my handkerchief. She was just here for the day to visit her grandmother. We found her grandmother and parted ways. That was that. Congrats on your job!
Thanks.
My name's Ryo Kato, 25. Since graduating high school, I've been working as a construction worker. We were celebrating my sister, Eddie, getting a job. What do you want as a present? Whatever you want.
Anything's fine, but I guess that makes it harder for you. Let's see. I want to go on a ski trip. Maybe?
Eri mumbled this. Honestly, I was surprised. My indoorsy little sister wanted to go skiing.
Remember how Mom and Dad met in the mountains? I've always wanted that.
Yeah, Dad tells me the story every time he's drunk. Getting a job is a big step, so maybe it's a good time. Our parents passed away in an accident when Eddie was in her second year of high school. Our family was never financially stable. We didn't even have time to grieve before the bills came for us. I was already graduated and working. I worked tirelessly so that my smart sister could go to school. That might be why my sister has never asked me for anything these past few years. That's why I wanted to make this happen no matter what. You can be a little more selfish, you know?
Can I ask for one more thing then?
The day of the trip, we were waiting for Eddie's friend outside. I didn't think her friend would come too. I didn't mind, but I couldn't imagine who it would be.
She's my favorite friend. She's such a good person.
I see. I'm excited then. Eddie was still shy, although not as much as she used to be. She's never introduced a friend to me. Soon after, Eddie's friend came to her house.
This is my best friend, Yuki Shimizu. Hiya, Oni-san. Call me Yuki. Eri's one and only best friend. Nice to meet you.
A gyaru? A stereotypical gyaru! I'll say it again, but Eddie was very shy. I thought she didn't really like these kinds of people. Hello, I'm Ryo. How do you know my sister?
We met at a welcome party in uni. We really clicked. Eri-chan was so nice. It was awesome sauce. Her face is so cute too. Oh, OMG, so slay. Oh, thank you. You slay me too.
I had no idea what they were talking about. Eddie seemed used to it. Eddie was bullied by gyarus in high school. Maybe she really is a good person. No, I can't let my guard down. Oh, did she let me meet her so I can make sure? Is that why? My distrust towards Shimizu-san was getting bigger. We reached a hotel near the mountains, but...
Sorry, the room was double booked. Can we all share a room?
What? I'm a dude, though.
No problem. I used my powers to get a better room, so there are 2 bedrooms. Yay! You're the best.
Power? Did you threaten them? No, that can't be it. Right? I was getting more nervous, but there was no point thinking about it. We organized our stuff and headed to the ski area. It was Eddie and I's first time skiing. Shimizu-san smirked at us with her colorful ski wear.
I'm super athletic. You 2 beginners can just watch and learn. You're amazing.
Oh, she's a leader. She's experienced. That's good. Shimizu-san went up on the lift and skied down, but...
Ah!
You're a total beginner too! She turned into a snowman on her way down. How does that happen? After that, we booked an instructor last minute and learned the basics.
Like this?
Eddie started skiing smoothly. Meanwhile, Shimizu-san and I were struggling. Eddie looks like she's having fun.
Yeah, skiing is fun. Thanks for bringing me.
Eddie smiled. I felt like it was worth it coming here just to see that smile. Suddenly, Eddie's face changed as if she remembered something.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ski over there for a bit. I gotta enjoy this.
What? Wait! Eddie went off smoothly. She had already mastered skiing. We're alone now. Shimizu-san was practicing hard behind me. She was into it. How are you?
Yikes! It's important to get back to basics.
We know the truth. Shimizu-san laughed shyly. Her nose was turning slightly red with cold.
Sorry. I have a habit of showing off. Especially especially in front of Eri-chan.
Shimizu-san spoke hesitantly.
This isn't my first time skiing, but I've always been bad, even if I practice. Since I'm here with Eri-chan today, I wanted to show off like before. I'm embarrassed.
She was probably just trying to make Eri happy in her own way. I felt a little closer to her. I doubted her at first, but maybe she really is a good person. She seems to get along with Eri.
I'm indebted to Eri-chan or whatever. Before she lent me money without batting an eye. She's so good.
Huh? What did you say? Lent you money? Are you only with her for money? What? I take everything back. I was about to ask Shimizu-san for answers, but I was pushed aside by someone. Ah! Whoops. Whoa, you're cute. I can tell through all the ski wear. Wanna ski with me? The rude guy who pushed me started flirting with Shimizu-san. Shimizu-san turned pale and started shaking. Is she scared? Oh, my name? Minoru Muraoka. I'm a genius that goes to Lovegoy University. Now we know each other. Let's go! The man didn't wait for Shimizu-san's answer and took her arm. This is why I hate these people. Wait, this is my girlfriend. Don't touch her.
What? What?
Teh, she's taken? Say it sooner, idiot. Muraoka clicked his tongue and left. I hate these kinds of people. Ow, sorry for saying that all of a sudden. I thought he might leave if I did. Did it make you feel bad? I grabbed the hand she held out, and Shimizu-san denied profusely.
Not at all. You were so cool. I don't like rough guys like that. I was super scared. Thank you.
She wiped her tears and smiled a little sadly. Surprisingly, I felt butterflies.
Huh? Why are you two holding hands and staring at each other?
Eddie came back and tilted her head. She grinned. It's nothing! You've got it wrong!
I haven't said anything yet.
Shoot! I dug my own grave. Brother and sister were causing a scene. Shimizu-san turned red and put her hand to her chest.
I feel nervous. Ryo really is.
No one on this wide mountain would hear the sound of her fluttering heart. We changed our clothes and returned to the hotel. A little girl was crying in the hallway. Shimizu-san approached her and squatted down.
What's wrong? Are you lost?
Eddie seemed to realize something. She patted my shoulder.
Oni-chan, you and Yuki-chan should help her. I'm gonna go pick some flowers.
Eddie disappeared before I could answer. Why? I was confused, but I looked at the girl. The girl suddenly smiled. It reminded me of a young Eddie, so I couldn't leave her alone.
You got separated from your dad? Do you know his name?
Shimizu-san looked kindly at the little girl. It was unexpected. Shimizu and I held the girl's hand and walked around looking for her family.
Daddy!
Thank you for looking after my daughter. We found her dad in no time. He had been looking for his daughter. He was wearing a proper suit. He looked elegant. We bowed to him and waved goodbye to the girl. I'm glad we did this. You like kids. When we returned to our room, I said this.
Yeah, it reminded me of my childhood. I used to be a crybaby. I was bullied a lot and cried all the time. I act like this to look strong. That's why when I see a crying child, I can't leave them alone.
Shimi-san spoke nostalgically. Despite what she was talking about, her expression was soft. She really is a good person. But what did she mean about borrowing money from Eddie? I didn't want to think this way, but maybe it was because of the bullies that bothered my sister. I had a strong opinion about gyarus and the like. I should ask her directly. About earlier.
Eddie-chan's late.
I was about to talk when Shimi-san said this. She's right. It's been 30 minutes. I messaged her, but she hasn't responded. Let me call her. No answer.
Okay, let's go find Eddie-chan. Maybe she's lost.
Shimi-san and I split up to find Eddie.
Hey, pretty girl, wanna hang out? I'm smart, you know. I go to Lavco University. Plus, I'm in business management.
Eddie was being bothered by that Muraoka guy near the gift shop.
Oh no.
It was her traumatic past. She was hiding her face in fear.
Wait, you're Plain Jane. Why are you here? On a date?
Plain Jane was Eri's nickname in elementary school. I guess they knew each other. That guy. I was about to interrupt.
Hey, what are you doing?
Shimi-san leaped forward before me.
Wait, you're the girl from before. Did you decide you want me over him because I'm so handsome and smart?
Shimi-san's hands were shaking. She really was scared of him.
No! Stop bothering my friend! Also, he's so much more handsome than you are! Why don't you look at yourself more realistically? You and him are like night and day!
What? Me? You're just some gross gyaru. You're so dumb!
Muraoka raised his arm in anger, but I was angrier. I threw him down and held him down.
What?
You're the gross one. Oh yeah, I remember now. Muraoka, you bullied Eddie.
This crazy strength? Plain Jane's brother? Plain Jane and the rude gyaru. Are you trying to act like a superhero? You guys are all weird.
Muraoka knew he had lost. Before I could say anything, someone spoke up.
Shut up! I might be plain and a crybaby, but you have no right to say anything to me.
It was Eddie. I could never imagine this voice coming from my shy little sister.
Yuki is kind and reliable. Oni-chan has stuck up for me always. I admire him. He's nothing like someone who always looks down on people. Don't say anything.
I always thought I had to protect her, but Eddie was an adult with a backbone. Oh, she's an adult now. I wanted mom and dad to see her now.
Damn it! All of you don't even know who I am!
Muraoka tried to escape my grip. What's going on here? Someone who looked like they worked here called out to us.
Oh, the dad from before.
Shimi-san spoke up. It was the father of the lost girl from earlier. Oh, thank you for before, for helping my daughter. The man bowed his head, and when he looked back up, he looked angry. And? What are you doing?
Uncle, why are you here?
I thought you were blowing off work, but you were here. Work? Blowing off? We were confused. I'm Kenzo Muraoka, the hotel manager. My nephew seems to have caused you trouble. He actually works here. We sincerely apologize for any trouble caused to our guests.
Shut up! You don't have to say anything!
Apparently, Muraoka worked at this hotel, but he had flirted with a guest and tried to punch her. I'm the one who wants to yell. I was the one that showed you grace after you dropped out of school.
Muraoka-kun? You dropped out of uni?
Damn it! I'm embarrassed! Why are you here of all days?
Muraoka shouted in frustration. I held him down. I've received many complaints from other employees that you always blow off work and flirt with the guests. I came to see the truth for myself as manager. It was worse than I thought. He sighed and shook his head. I hate to do this, but I have to. You're fired. Whoosh! The blood drained from Muraoka's face.
Why? I'm family, right, Uncle?
That's why I have to do this. It looks bad if I don't. Muraoka looked like he might cry, but the manager wouldn't change his mind. We sincerely apologize for the trouble. This doesn't make up for it, but please. We were shown to the best room, the suite room, as an apology.
Whoa! Yuki-chan upgraded for us. But now we're in the suite. Wow! Crazy! You can see the whole mountain! It must be pretty in the spring and summer too.
Shimizu-san and my sister were in high spirits. I had some thoughts, but I guess I'll let it go. There was just one thing left to do. Hey, Eddie. I whispered to Eri.
Huh? What?
I heard you lent Shimizu-san some money. What's up?
Money to Yuki-chan? What are you...
Eddie suddenly seemed to remember something and laughed.
Oh, that. Yuki-chan still remembers.
What's that? Huh? That's it?
Yeah, Yuki-chan's been through it. I told her she didn't have to pay me back, but she's responsible.
I had a feeling, but it really was nothing. Shimizu-san was just a good person.
Okay, I'm gonna leave for a bit.
Eddie whispered in my ear. What? Why? You already bought gifts.
Yuki-chan wants to talk to you. I'm gonna leave so I don't disturb you two.
Eddie disappeared again. Shimizu-san wanted to talk to me?
She read the room. Such a good friend.
What is it?
Yeah, so... Actually, this ski trip, I asked for it. Every time I heard about you from Eri-chan, I thought you might be the person I had met a long time ago. But I had no proof, so I wasn't sure what to do. Then, Eri-chan said I should see you. I'll know when I do, is what she said.
A long time ago. Shimizu-san nodded. Her cheeks turned red.
I used to be so weak and shy, a crybaby. I went to go visit my grandma and I was bullied. Then, an older boy came to save me. He wiped my tears with a handkerchief.
She smiled and held an old handkerchief in her hands. It was the same one I had given to a girl when I was little. You're from then.
I knew it! I'm so glad! I knew you were the same person from back then!
Shimizu-san started crying. She squeezed the handkerchief tightly.
I felt hopeful after I got this handkerchief. I'm gonna be happier and better, more confident. Then one day, I thought I might see you again. My dream finally came true. Oni-san? No, Ryo-san. I like you. Can we be friends?
She reached out her hand. I took it without any hesitation. Thank you. You remembered all this time. I'm so shocked. I'm not sure what to say. But I want to be your friend too. I had you wrong at first. You were such a lovely person.
Ryo-san!
We smiled shyly. Her hand was hot, and it made me nervous.
Stop!
Right then, Eddie opened the door and came in.
Harry-chan? I was rooting for you guys, but I can't! Don't steal my person! I've known Yuki-chan longer than you, okay?
That's what you meant? I smiled hesitantly. Well, this will be a good memory. Sometime after, Muraoka came to my workplace. We're from the same town, so I guess it made sense. Muraoka, your hands aren't moving. God damn it! Why do I have to be bossed around by Plain Jane's brother? Muraoka quit immediately. He couldn't find another job, and his parents cut him off. I heard he lives day to day, but it was none of my business. On the other hand, I started dating Shimizu-san. Eddie supports us too.
It's been a while, but it's beautiful.
Yuki and I sat on the lift, and she put her head on my shoulder. She gazed at the snowy mountain and whispered, "You're more beautiful."
Shut up!
I meant it. I was truly happy now that I was with her. The snow was where my parents met. Now, it was Yuki and I's special place. My name's Mitsuhiko Omiya. I'm a 20-year-old college student. I've never had a lot of friends. Now, in college, I was really alone. Thank you for this meal. I've gotten used to being alone, but... You're alone again? You're so creepy eating alone every day. This is Hideki Tateoka. He was in the same study group as me. He always made fun of me for whatever reason. He was extroverted and always with someone. Who cares? I like being alone. Don't act tough. You just can't make friends. Listen, your worth in college is directly related to how many friends you have. So, you're worthless. He really thought that. He berated me for not having friends. In reality, he did have a lot of connections. He was living his best extrovert life, unlike me. Don't you all think so?
Huh? Oh, I mean, who cares? We should go get lunch before the cafeteria fills up.
Yeah, you have fun eating alone then, unlike us. When I saw him in our study group, this is how he was. It made me more scared to be around people, and I became more alone. It was a bad cycle. On weekends, I went camping. It was one of my little pleasures in life. Solo camping is the best. I don't have to talk to anyone, and it's quiet. I started camping alone to be alone, but I didn't think this hobby would last for years. I was enjoying myself when...
Oh, someone's there.
A solo camper! We got lucky! Let's ask him! A guy and girl looked at me and ran over. They're so beautiful. I'm nothing like them. Their aura is blinding.
Excuse me. Can we?
Sure. What do you need?
We're all camping over there with our college friends, but we're all beginners.
We thought it would work out, but we can't even set up our tent.
Do you know a lot about camping? If it's okay, we'd like you to help us.
If you go solo camping, you probably know more than us. Please, look at us. Sure, okay. They didn't seem like bad people. I wanted to help if they needed it. I was taken to their spot, where a group of beautiful people were waiting. Hey, I brought someone! Whoa, you actually brought someone! You're pretty useful sometimes, Keiichiro. Underhanded! You could tell at first glance that they were extroverts. I felt like I didn't belong here. I feel like I've seen them before.
We're all from Love Koi Uni. I'm Arisa Kawakami, 20 years old, second year.
I'm Keiichiro Aoki. I want to be in a band. Lavko Uni? That's my school. I had heard before that there was a group of beautiful people at my school. People who were nominated Miss Lavkoi, successful investors. It was these people. Hello, I'm Mitsuhiko Omiya. I'm 20. Actually, I'm also a second year at Lavkoi. Seriously? Whoa, and the same age? Wee! What a coincidence.
What major? What clubs are you in?
So outgoing. Can I really work with these people? I was worried at first, but once things started... Oh, this is a pretty advanced tent. It's a bit difficult for beginners. You should put the pegs in at an angle. Like this? Yeah, you're good. Once we started, they all listened to my directions and worked diligently.
How do you use this?
Oh, you press this button and... I felt like everyone was trying to help each other. What a close group. They're all nice. Okay, we're done setting up. Let's get to what everyone's been waiting for. My song!
You're on the barbecue team.
There are some weirdos, but that's fine. Miyachi, do you have any requests? I can play anything. Not really. Wait, am I Miyachi? Miyachi because Omiya. Nice, right? Call me Keiichiro. What do you usually listen to? Usually, anime music. Oh, anime music. Nice. I watch anime too. Oh, really? That's unexpected. What do you watch? One is Naruto, Demon Slayer. Yeah. Oh, I get it. As basic as tourists saying they love sushi tempura Mount Fuji. They can just power through a conversation. I was overwhelmed. Recently, I liked Arrow, and that time I got reincarnated as a lime. Yeah. What? After a few minutes, the setup was finished. My job was done. I'll be off then. I'm glad I could help.
Wait! You're leaving?
I don't think I can help with anything else. Whoa, Miyachi? You can't. The show's about to start. The show? The show as in the barbecue. Yeah!
You'll eat, right? We brought some good meat.
They all expected me to stay. This is how extroverts worked. I was in awe. I can just eat your food. You guys did most of the work.
What are you saying? You worked the hardest.
Yeah, if you weren't here, it would take another 26 hours for the tent setup.
We're lucky you were here. Your directions were easy to understand.
Everyone thanked me. I really didn't think I did much. They're not gonna let me leave. I guess I'll eat a little. Yeah! That's how I ended up eating barbecue with the most well-known clique at our school. Everyone got to work. Some people carried the food from the car, others got the chairs. I had cooked at campsites before, so I directed people here too. Everyone's having fun. I'm also having fun. I had never gone camping with so many people. Meanwhile, Kawakami-san was carrying food.
Okay.
Arisa-chan, you good? Isn't that heavy?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm pretty strong.
You don't look it. Your arms are super thin. Here, we'll carry this, so you rest.
Whoa! I'm fine!
It's fine. Leave this kind of stuff to the men.
This again? they leave me out. I want to do stuff too. Omiya-san, is there anything I can do?
I was preparing the fire when she spoke to me. Something you can do?
Is he gonna tell me to rest?
Then... let's do the fire together. I was about to start.
Fire? You're gonna let me do that?
What? Oh, of course. Getting stuff ready is the fun part.
Yeah, you're right. Nice, Omiya-kun. You get it.
What? Thank you. Kawakami-san started speaking comfortably with me. You place different fire starters in different ways. For these ones,
You start a fire like that, right? Get a stick and rub it in between your hands. I want to do that.
that works too, but nowadays people use lighters. That method hasn't been used for 1,000 years. Kawakami-san was curious about everything. She wanted to do things herself. I think it's fine. Once the fire weakens, get some oxygen in there with a poker.
I want to do it.
Whoa, too much, too much! She's wilder than she looks. After that, the preparations were finished. The barbecue was a blast. Yum! The meat's so soft.
Omiya, you eat too.
Thank you. Eat the biggest one.
Yeah, you're our MVP for sure.
They were all having fun, but taking care of each other. Such good people. I could tell that each of them cared about each other. I was scared of extroverted people, but I guess not all of them were bad. How long has it been since I've been around all this noise? Oh, let's exchange contacts. I'll put you in our group chat. Oh, okay. I was having the most fun I had ever had. That was how my camping trip ended. Shoot, my meeting ran long. I better hurry. A few days later, after our study group, I was trying to leave quickly when Taoka came up to me. Where are you rushing off to? I have plans after this. People are waiting for me. Huh? You're a loner. No way you have plans to see people. Don't put on a front. It's probably some anime. I ignored him and left. Oh, Miyachi, over here! Sorry I'm late.
You're early. Some people aren't here yet.
You don't have to rush. You're so responsible. We had been in contact since that day and hung out together. We were doing different majors, so we didn't have lectures together, but we hung out when we were free. They greeted me when they saw me at school. I had been alone for so long, it made me happy.
Omiya-kun, morning.
Good morning, Kawakami-san.
About what we talked about yesterday.
I loved coming to school just to talk about random things. They weren't just hanging around, they had started a business too. This is my office. It's not that big, but... Whoa! You already have your own business! So, you're CEO? Phew! So cool! If I can't find a job, I'm gonna come here. Don't talk like you're gonna fail. I'll always be here though, so feel free to ask me anything. My life has been turned around by these people. It was stimulating. Oh Mia, you're gonna eat alone again? I was waiting for people when Taoka came up. I've been eating with some friends actually. Don't put on a front. I've never seen you hang out with anyone here. We study different things, so we don't have lectures together. We just say hi. Taoka could not believe that I could make friends. Call them here then. If you can't, you do what I say. How about it? I'm waiting for them now. Usually I go over. Huh? Wait, really? Maybe he was worried about my confidence. He tried to get himself together. I'm sure they're creepy weirdos just like you. That doesn't count, okay? Miyachi, it's been so long! I've never been in here! Everyone arrived as Taoka was talking.
Sorry we're late. Who's this?
Taoka was in shock. Aoki and Miss Lovekoi Kawakami? They're famous! Why are they here? They really were well known. Wait, are you guys really friends? Yeah, of course. We did karaoke till the morning. We've been hanging out a lot recently.
We eat lunch together a lot too.
We're going camping together next weekend.
We can't camp without Omiya anymore.
Taoka was shaking as he listened to them. Then, he laughed. Oh, he's like your servant. You're using him, right? I get it. You make him pay for your meals and stuff. That's nice. I'll do that next time. The mood shifted. Taoka didn't notice and kept going. Do you guys know me? I have the most friends at this school. Don't hang with this weirdo. Let's all get together and go to a club or something. Shut up. I had never heard such a scary voice come from Keiichiro. Who are you? Why are you insulting someone's friend? It's super annoying. What? I just said the truth. He finally realized that everyone was looking at him. But it wasn't Keiichiro that lost his cool. It was Kawakami-san.
Whatever, let's go. What a waste of time being around him.
Your eyes, Kawakami-san! I had never seen her look like that. Not only Taoka, but I also backed away.
We're Omiya's friends. I don't want to talk to someone that insults their friends.
Why are you friends with him? What does that get you?
You're sad. You're thinking about what your friends can get you. You must not have any friends.
What?
Friends are people you like to be around. Thinking about other people's friendships. You don't have confidence? That's why you're like that.
I was shocked by the changing Kawakami-san, but I tried to mediate. What's wrong, Kawakami-san? This isn't like you.
I can't help it. Anyone would get mad if someone they like was being made fun of.
Someone you like? Wait, me? I was shocked again. Since when did she...
I thought you were great since we first met during camping. You let me start the fire. I was really happy.
That was nothing.
Maybe it's my looks, but boys always think I'm reserved. The guys always worry about me.
Arisa-chan, I'll carry the papers. I'll do the cleaning for you.
I was grateful, but I felt like I was being left out. But you told me this. Getting ready is the fun part. I was happy.
Oh, okay. A lot of people come to us for our looks and status.
But you didn't care about that, so we all liked you.
I didn't know they saw me like that. I didn't really think about it. I decided to tell everyone how I had felt. I always get super into whatever I'm doing. When I was forced to do stuff in high school, I got super into it. I finished everything overnight. Wait, that's crazy! My classmates got really mad at me. Why did you do it all? We wanted to get ready too! That's when I realized what I did wasn't helpful. It was excessive. I've been scared to help people since then. Solo camping. I can do on my own. I really didn't do anything this time.
Omiya, No, Mitsuhiko-kun. Don't just say that. You're just too nice. Helping isn't excessive. Your kindness made me happy. If you're thinking about others, it's not excessive.
Kawakami-san. I felt her kindness and her feelings for me through her hands. Everyone around us congratulated us. As for Tateoka, Omiya got into the best group of people and now he has a patient girlfriend? No way! You just happened to get in. Don't get cocky. I have a lot more friends. I'm better than you. Tateoka, who cares about how many friends you have? Why do you care so much? Keiichiro heard Tateoka's name and seemed to realize something. Huh? Tateoka? Are you Hideki Tateoka? Yeah, see? I'm famous around here. You are famous. For being annoying and acting like you know people. What? I heard that too. You talk to people when it's exam time and try to get notes.
My girlfriend said that you were annoying to them too.
No, that's because... I guess Tateoka really was well known around the school, for bad reasons.
You think having connections is just a one-sided thing? True friendship is caring about the other person like Mitsuhiko does.
God damn it!
You don't think that your worth is determined by the number of friends you have, do you?
I remembered what Tateoka had said to me some time ago. Listen, your worth in college is directly related to how many friends you have, so you're worthless. I guess he was too caught up in this. So, he tried to make too many connections and ended up not connecting with anyone. I was always alone, so I understood wanting to connect with people. Tateoka, if you want, you and I... Oof! But... Shut up! Don't get cocky! Oh! I watched Tateoka run away and lowered my outstretched arm. Tateoka became afraid to talk to his friends and stopped talking to people. He stopped coming to lectures, took a year off, then dropped out. Damn it! No one's contacting me! I really didn't have any friends! Meanwhile, I started dating Arisa. I was still close to everyone in the group, and I was living a good life.
Keiichiro was getting hyped up about doing a barbecue and a campfire at the beach.
A campfire? That's gonna be a lot of work.
But it's fine, right? We can get through anything if we're all together, right?
Yeah, you're right. People can't live alone. That's why we make friends. But it can't be one-sided. Respect one another. That's true friendship. My amazing friends helped me realize that, and I want to cherish them forever. Miss Tachibana, congratulations on your first homeroom class. I'll take on more of the workload, so you can focus on getting used to being a homeroom teacher. My name's Tomoya Sasajima. I'm a 26-year-old teacher who has been working at Lovekoi Elementary School for 4 years. At the beginning of this school year, I had this conversation with Miss Tachibana, who had just started as a homeroom teacher.
Thank you so much. I might cause some trouble, but I'll do my best.
Being a teacher, a job where you can share in the joy of children's growth up close, has been my dream since I was little. Mr. Sasajima, I don't get this problem. What should I do? It's the percentage problem we learned the other day. How are we supposed to solve it? Oh, I think I get it now. I might be able to do it. Seeing the children's faces light up with a smile like flowers blooming when they understand something is what makes me happiest. Looking at his notebook, Kenji-kun muttered, I really messed up. I forget things we've learned so quickly and make mistakes. That's not true. Everyone makes mistakes or has things they're not good at. What's important isn't not making mistakes, but how you make use of them. And if you still struggle, we can always help each other out.
Mr. Sasajima, but isn't that cheating on a test?
Oh, that's no good. Tests are an exception.
Mr. Sasajima, there's a call from the Tosaka family on line 1.
Thank you, I'll take it. I'm good at dealing with students and parents, and I think I have a pretty good reputation, even if I say so myself. I'm sure that teaching is the perfect job for me. At least, that's what I thought. At the end of the school year, there was a staff reshuffle, and in April, a new vice principal was appointed, which changed everything. The new motto was to leave classroom matters to the teachers, so the grade level work was handed over to the homeroom teachers. Taking advantage of this, Mr. Saeki, the grade leader of the 5th grade, began doing as he pleased. Mr. Sasajima, about this month's grade newsletter. It's your turn again. What? Again? I thought we agreed to take turns writing the grade newsletter. My class has been dealing with some friendship issues, so I'm really busy. I'm confident in my communication skills, but I'm pretty bad at admin tasks. Mr. Saeki kept piling more grade level work on me, which only increased my workload in areas I wasn't good at.
I can help you. You're juggling a lot right now, Mr. Sasajima.
She offered, but Miss Tachibana was already overwhelmed as a first-year homeroom teacher. It was clear that she couldn't take on more, so I tried to refuse her offer whenever I could. And then... Sasajima-sensei? Haven't you contacted the field trip venue yet? Aren't you too incompetent? How can someone like you be a homeroom teacher for these sensitive 5th graders? Are you taking this job seriously? I'm sorry. Mr. Saeki started to gripe at me, making sure no other teachers noticed. Why is he only targeting me? I'm a well-liked teacher. Eventually, he dumped all the tasks on me. The monthly grade newsletter, planning the events for the May Sports Day, and preparing for the summer camp. Mr. Saeki's behavior escalated, leading to an increase in my workload and more overtime. My mind and body were both wearing down. Official work hours ended at 5 p.m., but I couldn't leave until at least 9 p.m. every night. I even started working on weekends, but neither the overtime nor the weekend work was paid, so I was effectively working for free. The other teachers were too busy with their own duties. In Japan, it's generally accepted that teachers work unpaid overtime. Miss Tachibana apparently tried to talk to Mr. Saeki about improving things, but he dismissed it as necessary for career advancement, so nothing changed. Then, one day, something strange happened. When I tried to leave my house for work, my feet wouldn't move forward. This might be bad. I quickly called work and headed to the hospital. They referred me to a psychiatrist, who diagnosed me with mild depression. I had planned to take a break during the summer and think about my future, but my condition worsened. I'm sorry, I become depressed. Please let me resign. So you couldn't handle the demands of teaching after all. Fine, you're dismissed. Yes, I'm sorry. Resigning in the middle of the school year left me feeling deeply sorry for the students and parents I loved so much. And so, I left the school with a heavy heart filled with regret. After quitting, I found myself with nothing to do, spending aimless days at home. I've gotten calls from Miss Tachibana and other teachers after that, but I didn't have the courage to answer, so I just listened to the voicemails and sent messages in return. I can't keep going on like this. I need to do something to lift my spirits. That's it, a trip. I haven't taken one in a while. I've always loved hot springs and used to travel often during long holidays. Hoping to heal my heavy heart, even if just a little, I decided to take a solo trip. Whoa, the smell of the hot springs and this scenery, it's wonderful. A week later, I managed to snag a reservation at a ryokan on the waitlist and arrived at a hot spring town. It was bustling with people because of the summer break, and the lively atmosphere of the town made my heart stir for the first time in a while. I decided to check in at the ryokan I had reserved, Hotomeki Ryokan.
Welcome, Mr. Sasajima. Thank you for coming. We can serve your meal either in the banquet hall or your room. Which would you prefer?
Then I'll have it in the banquet hall, please.
Certainly.
After soaking in the hot spring and having dinner, I noticed that the proprietress and her staff seemed to be in a bit of a rush. Feeling concerned, I left the banquet hall to see what was going on.
Keiko-chan, have you finished preparing the futons in the rooms? Well, I was setting up the meals first, so I haven't gotten to it yet. Oh no, the guests will be returning to their rooms soon. I'll get them ready right away.
Are they short-staffed? Is something wrong, proprietress? You look like you're short on staff, so I got worried.
Mr. Sasajima? Actually, due to a staff member falling ill, we are indeed short-staffed. I deeply apologize for the inconvenience this has caused you.
I see. If it's alright with you, I'd be happy to help out while I'm here.
What? We could never ask a guest to do such a thing.
I'm just a novice, so my abilities are limited. But I used to be a teacher, so I'm confident in my physical strength and communication skills.
Really? That's very reassuring, but it's your vacation.
It's fine. I've been so touched by everyone's warm hospitality. I'd love to help out.
In that case, it's with great reluctance that I accept your offer. Thank you.
And so, I ended up helping with the ryokan's work for the next 2 days as much as I could.
Young man, thank you for preparing the room.
I'll be nearby, so please let me know if you need anything.
Oh, in that case, could I ask you about some local sightseeing spots?
Once I started working, I found that being a maid was quite physically demanding. It also required quick thinking, so I carefully did my job while consulting with Hana-san and the other maids.
Mr. Sasajima, we can't thank you enough for your help.
2 days later, after getting through the busy period with many guests, the proprietress looked greatly relieved as she saw off the last of them. Oh no, I'm just glad I could be of some assistance.
You did more than help. Your hospitality received excellent reviews from the guests. I understand you're currently looking for a job, Mr. Sasajima. I believe this work is your calling. How about working with us?
Huh? The proprietress's suggestion echoed in my mind, and I found myself pondering the idea of working as a ryokan maid. Could I have some time to think about it? My mind's a bit jumbled right now.
Of course. I look forward to hearing from you.
After a month of contemplation, I decided to become a maid and return to Hotomeki Ryokan.
I'm really grateful that you moved close to the ryokan.
I just couldn't forget those fulfilling 2 days. I started thinking that maybe there are places other than my previous job where I can make a difference.
Your hospitality is excellent. I can vouch for that. Let's work together from now on.
The days that followed were busy, but incredibly enjoyable. Led by the kind proprietress, Hana Takeuchi, the staff were warm and welcoming, and I was blessed with wonderful colleagues.
Mr. Sasajima, we received a survey from the guests who stayed with us the other day. They rated your hospitality the highest.
Really? That makes me so happy! The proprietress was aware of my depression and kept a warm eye on me as I worked. And I was blessed with wonderful guests too.
Thank you again, Mr. Sasajima. I'm so glad you're working here. Your hospitality really helps soothe the daily stress.
It makes me happy to hear that. Please visit us again anytime. The regulars remembered my face and name, and I started receiving more compliments on my hospitality.
Mr. Sasajima, you're really popular with the guests. As a senior maid, I can't afford to lose to you.
My colleague, Miss Ohara, spoke to me cheerfully. There was no malice in her words, and I found myself smiling naturally. Thank you. I'm really enjoying every day of work too. The painful days at the elementary school felt like they were slowly being cleansed over the past few months. I never imagined there'll be a job that suited me so well. I'm really glad I came here. Meanwhile, the school I left was preparing for the new school year and the upcoming field trip.
The field trip will be held as planned in the 3rd week of June. The parent-teacher conference will be held during the open house at the beginning of April.
The number of participants is 105 as planned. I'll confirm the dates with the accommodation. Yes, the documents seem to be in order. Make sure the plan is solid so that there are no complaints from the parents.
Yes, we want the kids to have a fun field trip.
In May, my voice echoed through Hotomeki Ryokan. You're accepting Lovekoi Elementary School's field trip?
Yes, I heard they needed to change accommodations suddenly, so we agreed to host them.
The 6th graders from Lovekoi Elementary were the ones I was homeroom teacher for before I resigned in the summer. They were supposed to stay elsewhere last year. I never expected to see them again like this. I wasn't sure what face to show them. I felt the lingering clouds in my heart grow a little thicker. On the day of the group's arrival, I waited nervously for the children to arrive. The moment they spotted me at the ryokan's entrance, the kids exclaimed in surprise and delight, "Hey, it's Mr. Sasajima!"
You're working here? I'm so happy to see you!
Been a while, everyone. You look well. It's been less than a year since I last saw them, but the kids have grown so much. It made me keenly aware of the passage of time.
Welcome to Hotomeki Ryokan. We'll do our best to make this a fun field trip for you all. Thank you. Everyone, please say your greetings.
Thank you very much! As I watched the kids happily chatting and heading to their rooms. So you quit teaching, and now you're working here, huh? The familiar unpleasant voice in my ear sent a chill down my spine. Mr. Saki, long time no see. Well, I'm counting on you today. Heh. I'll do my best to make your stay enjoyable. I forced a big smile and let Mr. Saeki's snide remarks slide. After finishing their day's itinerary, the kids returned to the ryokan for dinner, and I cleaned up the banquet hall. Serving over 100 guests was much more work than usual, and although I was exhausted, I kept a smile on my face. Ah, there you are, Mr. Sasajima. Mr. Saeki, how can I help you? Mr. Saeki called out to me while I was alone in the banquet hall. Then he closed the sliding door and entered the room. A bad feeling came over me, and that feeling soon turned into certainty. Are you sure you're managing this ryokan job properly? What? His pointed sarcasm caught me off guard, and I froze for a moment. Because, you know, you quit teaching because you couldn't handle the admin work, right? A person who couldn't even last until the end of the school year. Do you really think you can handle hospitality? I'm grateful to everyone at this ryokan for teaching me the value of fulfilling work, especially when I was lost after leaving teaching. Fulfilling, huh? I bet you'll get some terrible guests too. And after dealing with all those complaints, you might just run away again, saying you're depressed or whatever. Heh. Ugh. You couldn't even do your job properly. Aren't you causing trouble to your customers too? I couldn't even handle the tasks I was given, so I had no response. Just then. So, it was really Mr. Saeki's fault that Mr. Sasajima quit.
I knew something was off when such a kind teacher who cared about us suddenly left.
Kenji-kun, Sakura-san. It seemed they had been peeking through the gap. The two of them opened the sliding door and glared at Mr. Saeki with a look of deep contempt. What are you two doing here? Nothing much. We just wanted to explore the ryokan a bit, since there was some time before the bath. I see. Are you enjoying the field trip?
It would have been more fun if we hadn't heard what you just said, Mr. Sayaki.
Mr. Saeki tried to plaster on his usual fake smile, but the kids' attitudes were cold.
Don't try to cover it up, Mr. Sayaki. So it's true that Mr. Sasajima had to quit because of your bullying. Was he really depressed?
That's straight up bullying. We loved Mr. Sasajima. This is too much. You told us to get along with everyone, but adults are the ones hurting others like this, huh? No, that's not what happened. There's a misunderstanding. Mr. Saeki must not want to lose the trust he has built with the kids. He desperately tried to explain himself to the two of them. In the adult world, responsibility is a big deal. I was just asking Mr. Sasajima if he was fulfilling his responsibilities. But before you lecture others, what about you, Mr. Saeki? Is it okay for adults to ignore people's feelings as long as they're responsible? Well, that's... Mr. Sasajima made a lot of mistakes, so I was just giving him guidance.
I don't think just scolding someone is always right.
Mr. Sasajima said that everyone makes mistakes and has things they're not good at. That's why we help each other out. Did you ever try to help Mr. Sasajima when he was struggling? I felt so happy that they remembered my words. And as they stood protectively in front of me, I couldn't help but feel a tightness in my chest.
When I get home, I'm going to tell my parents that Mr. Sasajima is doing well, and that Mr. Sayaki is a terrible adult.
Me too! I'll tell everyone! Oh, and isn't there something like a helpline? I think I heard about it somewhere. Wait, please! Anything but that! It's impossible to keep this a secret, don't you think? These kids are honest and good-hearted. Gah! Unable to cling to the two of them, Mr. Saeki bit his lip in frustration as he found himself cornered.
There you are! Sakura-san and Kenji-kun. You two shouldn't leave the room without permission. Now back to your room. Oh no! Miss Tachibana found us.
See you later, Mr. Sasajima! Thank you both for standing up for me. I'm so glad I got to see how much you've grown. We were happy to see you too, Mr. Sasajima. Miss Tachibana led Sakura-san and Kenji-kun out of the banquet hall. She was about to leave as well, but then she turned back to me.
The other kids said they're happy their regret about not going on the field trip with you has been cleared up. Seeing how much the kids admired you as a teacher made me want to be like that too. Let's make this last day great.
Thank you. Let's do our best. I felt so relieved and happy to be part of the kids' joyful trip, even if it's just for a moment. Even after the kids left, Mr. Saeki stood there in frustration. Then, Miss Hana and our regular guest, Miss Taoka, arrived.
Excuse me? Has Mr. Sasajima done something to offend you? Well, I can't imagine there'd be anything to criticize about Mr. Sasajima's service.
Oh no, it's not that there was a problem.
I see. I overheard your conversation earlier.
Realizing the proprietress had heard everything, Mr. Saeki's demeanor suddenly became erratic.
If that's the case, could you refrain from harassing our staff with your condescending attitude? He's no longer your colleague after all.
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize for interrupting your work, Miss Hana.
No, it's fine. If you're a guest here, you must have noticed how exceptional Mr. Sasajima's service is. His warmth makes me want to come back to this ryokan over and over again.
Thank you as always, Miss Tanaka.
No need to thank me. We're the ones who always have a great time here.
I made it this far thanks to the help of so many people. Feeling a push from them, I decided to clearly express my thoughts. It's true that I may have been an incompetent teacher who struggled with admin work. But I was surrounded by students and parents who appreciated me, and I loved teaching because every day was fulfilling. I couldn't continue due to depression, but now I'm in a new environment, and I'm living a rewarding life. I can't accept you mocking my current situation, where I believe I found my true calling, and who I am now. You couldn't even handle admin work properly. You were more trusted by students and parents than I was, and now you're doing well at the ryokan too. How infuriating. Mr. Saeki glared at me in frustration, but then the proprietress gave him a sweet smile and said one thing.
Ah, I see. It's jealousy. Male jealousy is quite unbecoming. I'll make sure to report this to your school.
And with that, Mr. Saeki, unable to respond, retreated to his room. The next day, I was saying goodbye to the kids as they stood in line with their luggage.
I'll come back with my parents next time. Please wait for me.
I had so much fun! Stay healthy, Mr. Sajima! Yes, keep up the good work, everyone! I watched the children leave, thinking how I wanted to congratulate them with a smile at their graduation ceremony.
Mr. Sasajima, I'm so sorry.
Miss Tachibana apologized to me. She said she felt very responsible for my depression because she couldn't be of more help. Please, lift your head. Being a homeroom teacher for the first time is tough, right? I'm the one who's sorry for quitting in the middle of it. If I had pushed more work onto her, she might have been crushed too. That's why I don't hold anything against her. She thanked me in the end and promised to become a wonderful teacher, not just for herself, but for me as well, before returning to school. After that, rumors spread that Mr. Saki had been harassing his colleagues through the students. The school received numerous complaints from students, parents, and even the community. For a week, all the teachers, including Mr. Saki, were swamped with handling the situation. It severely impacted their work. The position I've been building up! Ugh. And it turns out, Miss Tachibana had secretly recorded the conversation in the banquet hall. That was the final nail in the coffin, leading to a pay cut and eventually his resignation. He never returned to teaching. As for me, I'm now focused on making sure every guest who comes to the ryokan has an enjoyable stay.
Mr. Sasajima, did seeing the kids again make you think about returning to teaching?
Well, a little, but I'm not good with admin work. I love teaching, but maybe it wasn't my true calling. I feel like I'm much more suited to being a maid than a teacher. My place is here, at Hotomeki Ryokan.
You're so reliable.
Miss Hana looks at me gently. I'm so grateful to have met her and to have found this ryokan. Would you consider walking through life with me as my partner from now on? The kindness you've shown me, I'd love to repay it in my own way.
Yes, I'd love to.
Everyone has things they aren't good at. That's why it's important to help each other. But no one should be left behind. I experienced this firsthand during this journey.